Son d'un papel!
Oh, my wiener. Good morning, everybody. Haka-san here. You're watching the Weekly Wednesday What's Up. Probably a little belated though because I'm doing this project right now. I'm on my way to the clinic. Actually, no, I'm on my way to the hospital now. It's been long awaited here. I'm gonna go get my stomach examined. If you've been part of the streams for four to 5 months or so, you know, god damn, that's noisy. If you've been part of the stream for 4 to 5 months or so, you know that I've been having some serious stomach problems. And we finally have an appointment set up. We're headed into the big city right now. And they're going to take a look inside my body, maybe the colon area, and see what's wrong with me. It was definitely pushed, you know, with everything going on right now with the passing of Chadwick Boseman. It definitely does not escape my mind that something like this will be has been happening, but you know, we will see. We'll see. I'm a little nervous, but they might have to. I think they're gonna put me to sleep also under the table, going under the table. But chip, let's go. Oh, never mind. This is the back door. Let's go around. Okay, I think here we go.
こちらの方で検温、ここの線に画面の方が出てます。はい、ありがとうございます。こちらで消毒をお願いします。これまずね、診察券を
はい。The thing that I'm swallowing, probably. Well, probably the new prime minister. Beware the pigeons. I had to take my temperature twice here because it was around 37 Celsius. And they just made me drink something right now. Here's the next thing. Okay. So I did the procedure. And I am fucked up on, it's not the Michael Jackson one, Profilo, but it's something close to it. And your boy is gone. I'm in the waiting room right now. It was only like 30 minutes, but I'm really leafy. The hardest part was when they sprayed something in my mouth and it made it seem like I couldn't breathe. It was a little worried, but then the needle Actually, the injection wasn't as bad as I thought. I think when I was a child, my nurses were just really bad at it. But yeah, they gave me a sedative. And I don't think it put me to sleep, honestly. It kind of halfway put me to sleep, but I could kind of still feel them going deep, unless the most vital parts were not going through and I just fell asleep. I'm sleepy. Yeah. Welcome to those flashbacks. Those flashbacks. Places when I was in Fukuoka. Nurses are coming. I'll let you know the next update later, okay? Peace. My post-meal recovery just to check before I get into something a little more. You seem okay. I'm at home now, don't worry. I'm recovering from the sedative, and I ate something, and so hopefully if we have time, and we will play that game, Avengers or Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I'm gonna rest for like an hour or so, and if after that if we're all good, I'll get online. All right. Peace. And thank you everybody for the support. I didn't even feel anything. I'll tell you the whole story later, but yeah, I'm out. And that time never came of playing video games. What is up, guys, ladies and gentlemen? It is now 9 o'clock right now. Almost 12 hours since the procedure. So as you can tell, I am a little bit better, a little recovered now. I've slept the whole day pretty much. I came home around 1 o'clock, 1:30, no, 2 o'clock, maybe about 2 o'clock. And I was just fucked. Like, I was coherent. Obviously, I remember things that were going on, but going back and looking at some of the video, like I could tell, like I was just slurring of the words, incoherent, all of that. So, it still feels a little weird. I guess let me guide you through what happened, because obviously there's no way you're gonna be seeing me up here crying and shit and like on the operating table and like that. It was just disappearing, right? Basically around that time that I said I have to go, they were giving me a bunch of information, and this is a little new to me. So they had me drink this weird, like, chalky, pasty kind of, it was like hot tea, but like kind of chalky or whatever, like almost like vitamin water. And that was basically supposed to prepare the body, like, to clean out everything or whatever, or prepare it, like, to kind of numb everything out. I don't know. But yeah, I did feel kind of weird. Like, I felt nothing or whatever drinking it. And then they took me inside, and I told them, I warned them that I have a thing about needles. And I don't like looking at needles, and I obviously don't like being injected in needles, especially being put to sleep as a sedative. I'm like, yo, I thought you guys were just gonna fucking gas me instead of injecting me, like, right in the fucking arm right here. And I'm like, yo, that's like fucking death penalty. That's a lethal injection. That's how you kill motherfuckers in some parts of America. Or get really, really high. But, you know, they said that I signed off on it, and like they told me I don't have to do it, but they also said, like, they're putting a cord in my throat, and they said for like 30 minutes I might have this like tripping situation of like, you know, they put on this like S&M like gimp mask type thing where my mouth was always open like that, and they said, you know, I might choke or like I might get too freaked out and throw up, and then that really makes things really bad for me. So they recommend to put that I just get put to sleep, and I was like, all right. So so first and foremost, they sprayed something in my throat like 3 times to like, I guess, numb everything out, and it was really like burning, but they told me, they said it was gonna feel spicy. So but it was like burning, and it was weird because I think it was numbing everything out, so it made it feel like I had no senses in the back of my throat, and so it was actually kind of panicking me out. And they told me not to swallow, if I need to just go ahead and spit it all out and just focus on breathing through the nose instead, because I guess naturally we generally just try to breathe through our mouth a lot, our mouth and our nose, you know, breathe through our nose, release out through our mouth, I think. And so that's what happened, or that was what the biggest problem was. But anyways, then we moved on to the biggest problem, which was they put me on the table, and they raised the table, and then they basically needed to put the I don't know what you would call it, but the basic needle, the big needle in me that will stay in me until the entire procedure, right, is over. So they needed to get that one, and that was the hardest one to get over, because it was like, that shit was huge. That shit was like, I've never seen a needle that fucking huge before. And it was a big ass one too. And then it was attached to like one of those things they shoot up your asshole, enema things. Like, so they had a big ass thing in there on top of that. And I was just like, yo, I might pass out here. But that was really freaky. It took, and I warned them ahead of time, is like, that I don't have a good history with needles, and pretty traumatizing growing up. Like, I had like nurses like fucking grab my head and they're, look at it. Like, these Hispanic women were fucking crazy like that. But, and they might have been doing it really bad too, because I don't know, they were like no fucks to give. So I always grew up with this like traumatic situation. Even when taking blood, it was this weird thing about how they stab you in your thumb. Even thinking about it right now pisses me off. But the way they did it was like fine. I mean, yeah, it like, it took 5 staff members to come in and hold me down, and I had to like hold one of the doctor's hands, and like they were doing this like wrestling pat with me. Like, they weren't pushing me down, but they were holding me down. They're like, Daijabu, don't cry. And they were like, and then they started getting concerned because my heart rate was jumping. So they were like, you know, we can't sedate you right now until your heart rate starts going back down. And so, you know, I just was, practiced some breathing techniques, and then I started thinking about, actually, I started thinking about fucking Wolverine in the Weapon X program. Like, when I laid down, I was like, I want a new name. Wolverine. Like that, right? I started thinking about that scene, and then I let them do what they needed to do, and then it went in. And yeah, it was painful, but you know, honestly, I don't know if technology has changed, but it's kind of weird. Like, they were kind of surprised to find out that I do acupuncture. They're like, wait, what? You do acupuncture, but you can't do this needle? And I was like, but for me, I don't know I think what it is because with acupuncture, it's just a tap, real quick tap. They do it and it's like tap, and then they do it again, tap. And it's just going into meat, right? Like, just, it's going into my booty meat, and that's it. But with the actual needle, the syringe, they got to get into the vein, right? So it's going in deeper, and like, you can still feel it the entire time. It's still in, like, for me at least. every time I've gotten a needle, I can still feel it inside of me, and I'm just like, yo, get this shit out of me. You know what I mean? So, where with acupuncture, it's tap, tap, and then your muscles just start to relax or whatever, and you're just like, okay, whatever. So, so then they rolled me over on the side like a fat ass black beach well, and like they put that thing on me, the gauze on me to open up my mouth, and that was kind of making me panic a little bit because it was just like, yo, I cannot breathe. I was really surprised how much I depend on breathing through my mouth, but it does make sense because I have like allergies and sinus situations. So yeah, even right now, I don't think I really breathe a lot through my nose. Anyways, so finally, and the translation was kind of weird, but they're like, okay, it's time for your second needle. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But they just meant like the second needle into the thing that was already connected to me. They put the sedative into me, and I didn't think it was working, or like I could feel it going in my vein, which I did not like. I did not like that feeling. Like I could slowly feel it creeping through my vein up into my upper part of my body. But then I kind of felt it coming through, and I kept on feeling somebody tapping me or whatever. And like, I think I must have passed out by then, because I kind of remember seeing the ceiling wall, and probably my eyes were rolling, and then I was just knocked out like that. Because then the next thing I knew, like, to me, it felt like a moment, just a brief moment. But next thing I knew, everybody was like, okay, owarimashita, and they already were like taking the thing off my mouth, and like people were like tapping me again, and I was just like, whoa, like I kind of felt like it was over. And then like it was a little weird that like they actually didn't grab my stuff. Like I had to still grab all of my stuff, like my backpack and my phone, and like make sure I had everything. But I was like, and like I was trying to walk, but I couldn't actually walk. I was like zombie walking basically. But I guess they wanted me to do it on my own. But like the nurse was holding me, and then the translator was holding me, and like they put me into another room for about 30 minutes, and that's where I was trying to text, I think, my girlfriend, but I couldn't really see the screen so well, and it was coming out like whatever. I was like, what, like trying to have a conversation, and then I posted something on Twitter of me all fucked up, and people could tell that I was fucked up, and that was about it. And then 30 minutes after that, they took out the blue thing that was in my arm, and I went home. Or no, they released me, and I will get my results in about 2 weeks or so. From my regular guy, they gave me different rules, like if I start bleeding, if I start seeing blood in my poop, if I start throwing up. They said that my throat's still gonna hurt for a little while. It just kind of feels like a sore throat a little bit. And so they're gonna get the results, and then they told me like if I want to come back for a colonoscopy, I can, which since the passing of Chadwick, that's something that's really been on my mind now since we were almost the same age. So I'm going to talk to my clinic guy about that fairly soon, about getting one of those done. And that is about it. Basically, we will get more results. We will get results like in about 2 weeks, see what the hell is up with the stomach. I got to eat about 30 minutes after that, had some steak, tried some small food, some test food. I think it was a donut. No, it was something. Was it a donut? Maybe it was a donut. What was it? That test food. It was. Oh, it was a churro. Yeah, I barely remember. I was like, it was weird. But yeah, and then I came home, but like I could still feel like the sedation, but I didn't sleep well the night before. I went to sleep around 9:30 for whatever reason. I was really tired. And then I woke up around 2, and then I went back to sleep around 6, and then woke up again around 9, I think, yeah. No, yeah, maybe 5 o'clock, maybe around 5 or so. And then I went back to, woke up. So I got some sleep, but I was just out of it. So anyways, I slept from 2 to about 7. No, yeah, about 7. Yeah, 2 to about 7. So I got 5 more hours in. So maybe I will stream later tonight if I can't sleep and catch up on Avengers. If not, I also got Flight Simulator as well. And I've been looking into the new Nvidia cards, the graphics cards. Yo, they look really good. And that new one for $499, if it sells at retail price, that is a great deal. So Ned and I, we've been talking, my engineer, we've been talking about that, and that probably will be the best purchase to get for the gaming computer, and then move the processor from the gaming computer, the graphics card from the gaming computer to the oldest computer I have for editing and all that, and that'll upgrade the entire set, things like that. The gaming monitor, still keeping that in mind, and I'm looking for the best deal on something like that. And then in all likelihood sell my 4K television that I have, get that out of there. I'm really trying to redesign the gaming room to be a little more versatile and have more space, because I'm starting to get like entrapped by the technology and the couch and everything in there. And what I'm trying to do is trying to minimize all of that so I can have more space and free flow sort of energy in there. And I considering now post-corona, since nobody really comes over to the studio as much anymore with corona, we don't really need like the living room setup as much anymore. Because yeah, we're doing everything over Zoom. So I think I might go with that situation in the future. And then hopefully when there comes a time to start doing things with in studio again, we'll have an actual studio in somewhere in Shibuya or something like that. There was a school that went on sale, that is on sale right now, that I've been thinking about buying up right now. It's but it's an Azumino. Yeah, never mind. Originally I thought it was an Aoyama. I don't know why, but maybe because I was fucked up reading it. But it's actually an Azumino. So I thought about it, but I was looking at the numbers and I'm like, nah, it doesn't make much sense with the profit margin. So anyways, back to the drawing board, and we'll take it from there. That's basically it, guys. I hope this helps and let you guys know what's going on in my life and what I've been going through recently. I hope it helps to get some insights, and like, share, subscribe. I will let you guys know what's up. Next week we got the boys and all that other stuff. We got more Star Wars coming, more stuff on Patreon. I'm going to be starting up Young Justice. Finally, season 3. We're going to be starting that up. I'm just going to do it by myself. In doing a lot of that. And the God of High School. Just doing a lot of stuff on Patreon for you guys this month, I promise. I'll let you guys know what's up next week, or whenever I get a chance. I'll talk to you later. Peace, y'all. Bye.